Hey, what's up guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to the second video of the day. Today we're gonna do a zombie take on yesterday's Vietnam War battle. Super excited because this is really cool. This is starting to turn into a series where we're mixing the realistic, not just super realistic, but we're mixing the Vietnam War with zombies, which are at least the opposite of realistic, right? So here is the battlefield many hours later. So the wounded have been taken care of, and so have the killed, but in other ways, of course, the killed have been unfortunately loaded onto trucks and carried away to the nearest Air Force base. The wounded have been either flown home or transported to some field hospitals, depending on the injuries, right? But about a platoon is left behind to take care of the defenses and to essentially withdraw. We're leaving this position, so to speak. There's too much NVA heat in the area. So 2,000 NVA soldiers tried attacking us hours ago, and they were stopped. It was one hell of a firefight, one of the crazier ones I've ever seen. So we're not going to leave any equipment or sandbags behind. As you can tell, we're emptying the sand here, and we're not going to leave this as a fortification that the NVA could use. 2 US soldiers have walked outside the base perimeter. Over the last couple of hours, one of the soldiers have noticed dead NVA soldiers disappearing from the ground. One moment they're there, the other they're not. Something's not quite right. One of the soldiers decides to investigate.
Oh gosh!
The group of zombies that killed the soldier investigating the disappearing bodies are now coming out of the forest, rushing for the American defenders. And they're going to be mowed down rather quickly, but behind them are 2,000 more bloodthirsty zombies with one goal, and it is to kill and eat every single American soldier still defending this base. So this is rather interesting, right? 2,000 zombies. The only way for the Americans to win this is to survive the onslaught, to survive the horde, and it's a big one. But their guns, they're good. They do a lot of damage, so the zombies are going to have a harder time than the Americans at the start, despite their overwhelming numbers. So they're going to be arriving at a constant pace, or tempo, so to speak. It's hard to determine that tempo, but it looks like it's a pretty steady flow. There won't be any extra hordes being added to the battle, so to speak. So the way for this, the way the zombies can catch a break here is by doing enough damage to a soldier, not necessarily killing it. Obviously, killing the soldier would be better, but doing enough damage to make him heal and be forced to heal. That's going to disable that soldier for a good 10 to 15 seconds. So I think that's a more likely scenario for these zombies, and that's something they might be hoping to do, so to speak, here early on. This is the left flank. We have the center here. We've got some nice high ground up here as well. An M60, the pig, laying down the law. That's a really cool weapon. And of course the right side over here. Now there's way many more guns over here, and there's a bigger distance between the zombies and the soldiers. So this is going to remain the same throughout pretty much the entire fight, unless they by some miracle catch a insane break by a fact. Yeah, make whatever sense you want of that. So we're gonna focus entirely on the left flank here, because if the zombies are gonna do something, or if something's gonna happen that's gonna change this battle, it's gonna start here. This is where it's gonna start. The 3 soldiers, the 3 comrades. We have an M14 soldier and 2 M16s. And they're doing work. To some, this might seem like a tedious process, but I do enjoy watching this from one point of view, from one angle, seeing the zombies get closer and closer, and then to be entirely reset by a good gun salvo from all the 3 weapons. But every now and then they might get a little extra close and they'll raise your hopes of them achieving something, and then for it to be entirely reset when they're gunned down right as they get just close enough to a American soldier, like over there, and denied. So no damage was done over there. So the zombies might be standing. That's like a death animation glitch. That's hopefully something we can fix when fine-tuning this mod. It would be really cool. Oh, he's gonna get close. Some of the soldiers might be forced to relocate depending on the pressure they're put under by these zombies. But so far they're holding it firmly. The more they retreat, the closer together they are, and the more space they give the zombies to spread out and surround them. So essentially holding the perimeter and all the flanks and spreading out is essential to their survival. So the moment they start falling back, that's when they start losing. And that's interesting when you think about it. So the M16s have 20 rounds, or at least these M16s do, and the M14 should be holding about as many rounds as far as I'm concerned. I'm no American gun expert, so to speak, or an expert on American guns, rather. But that's what I can remember from playing games with the same weapons, so to speak. Mainly Rising Storm 2, which I think is it's a pretty cool game. A little too fast-paced for my opinion and taste, but cool nonetheless. And on the topic of Rising Storm 2, expect a upcoming Vietnam mod with a lot of those assets, so some pretty sweet skins, models, and weapons from Rising Storm 2. Hopefully even some buildings and flora. That would be seriously cool, but here we are. So none of the zombies have done enough damage to make any of these soldiers heal. The more damage they do, the longer it's going to take for the US soldiers to finish healing. So that the longer that gun is going to be inactive, and the more zombies are going to live, or the longer they're going to survive as they run towards the enemy. Man, these guys are hungry. 2,000 Vietnamese zombies coming out of this forest. And so far they're making little progress, but let me tell you, it's gonna change in a matter of seconds. The moment they get too close, it's all gonna change. And as soon as they get that one hit in on one of the soldiers, everything is gonna change. It happens in a matter of seconds, and that is what's so fascinating and so terrifying. Okay, they're coming in at a pretty steady pace here. But there's some seriously accurate marksmanship going on over here. These guys must have gained so much veterancy from all the casualties they have inflicted on the zombie army right now. Oh, he's gonna get close. Oh, but he's not gonna do enough damage. That guy's gonna have at it. I don't think it was enough to force this guy to heal. These zombies are almost like one-shotted by the M14 and the M16. They usually fire off a burst, but if they just tapped at the enemy, I think they could kill them with one shot. A lot of these shots are headshots, and some torso shots, but it seems like they go down pretty quickly. Not the strongest of zombies. No super zombies here, no? If all of the soldiers reloaded at the same time, that would be a good break for the zombies. They could really catch that break. We've got 2 people reloading over now. But it seems like they've got it pretty timed when it comes to the reloads. They're not letting any zombies get closer, but trust me when I tell you, it's gonna change in a matter of seconds. Let's have a quick look at the other flanks. No zombies are getting all too close. There's so many guns over here on this side, so this is really where the zombies are gonna have the hardest time breaking through. So they're gonna have to rely on their zombie comrades down here. Commie zombies. That almost rhymes. Oh, they're close. Oh, his back is exposed. He does have a comrade behind him there, covering him, and he's relying on him heavily. Both of these soldiers are relying on this guy back here. When he reloads, he's gonna open up their backs, but they're quick to transition from target to target too, so they're not entirely helpless, so to speak. man, they're seriously starting to stack up some kills here. What worries me is that we're not going to find out how many of these guys have killed because they're actually going to die sooner or later, and then their kill stats will be gone and they will be turned into a zombie just like the thousands of other NVA zombies here. Oh, they're getting close. That was so close. You know, they can attack him from the other side of the sandbags here. They can kick at him and tear at him with their long arms and sharp claws or whatever they have. They sound like they do some serious damage when they hit them. Oh, a lot of reloads. Oh, come on. So close. So close. Every time you click start, you're going to get a different result. Like, this is all maths. Who reloads and when they reload, and who they kill and when they kill them. The distances, the positions, it all plays a part. And right now, the maths are in favor of the American soldiers, but things can change in just a calculation. There we go. That guy's getting some good damage on that soldier, and he's turned. He's converted. That's one gun down on this flank. That's a decrease in firepower by 33%. And this guy's going to be swarmed in a matter of seconds as well. And that might be the break the zombies needed all along. I thought it'd never happen. You thought it'd never happen, but it happened. One guy has run out of ammo or has had a malfunction to his M16. That guy's being shot on the ground just to ensure that he's dead. These soldiers thought these guys were dead hours ago after the battle, but it turns out they weren't. So you can't be too safe. Oh, this guy's gonna stab at him, but he's gonna get away in the nick of time. Yeah, that 1911 is not the most efficient weapon in a situation like this. Oh, they're being stabbed at. The zombies have so much more breathing room right now, and so much more cover to advance under as well. It's harder for the US troops to keep them at a distance now that they've crossed the sandbag trench. They're getting real close. I have way more faith now in the zombies than I had previously. They have definitely turned things around. As soon as that M16 starts reloading, all they can rely on here are two Colt 45. Or is this an M14? Yeah, this is an M14 back here. So that's some more serious firepower. But there goes the pistol guy and his comrade too. He hid behind the trees and then turned around and killed him. Oh boy, things can only really go down hills from now. Except the zombies have to go up hills. That was a terrible pun. The zombies can only go up hills from now. Oh, that's terrible. But yeah. The next American defense is now being attacked. Oh boy. That M60 is going to be put to the test. Good crowd control weapon, long reload time, but it does great damage to the zombies, as you can tell. Holy shit. I think they're being overrun. They're being overrun completely. Oh man. This isn't looking good at all. How's it looking for the soldiers down here? They're still surviving. So far, the 2,000 NVA zombies have not run out of manpower. There must be a few hundred remaining. Or less than that, we don't know, but the American positions are being overrun. And I think, my friends, that's the end of us. Can we, like, throw a hand grenade or something? Do we have a hand grenade? No, no hand grenades. God damn it. It would have been so cool to light up a fuel truck and kill like 30 zombies with them. But the last American soldiers are about to fall. And that is it, my friends. The zombies won. That's a 1-1 if you count a zombie victory to an NVA victory, I suppose. But I think these NVA zombies would eat NVA soldiers too. So, yes, that's a rather independent victory. But what a crazy battle Look at the amount of casualties on the ground. The zombie horde is going to continue going. Trust me when I say, I've tried this scenario many times, and I've seen complete, utter American victories. I've seen way quicker zombie victories that I've even been mad at because everything worked so well, and then I had to scrap the whole recording because the zombies won. We're talking in a matter of a couple of minutes. They, like, caught such a big break, like some soldier missed, some soldier stopped shooting or whatever it was, and they just overran the whole flank instantly. And what made me stop the recording was the insane amount of lag it cost, because there were simply too many zombies on the map. There's a lot of zombies on the map now too, but we're not experiencing... That was the last... Oh my god, are you kidding me? That was the last wave. Like, it might seem like a lot of zombies, but the amount of kills these American soldiers have been getting over the last couple of minutes would have made this disappear in an instance. But that was it. That was just on the hair. Almost an American victory. Although it might not seem like it, considering the amount of zombies on the ground. But hope you guys enjoyed. And, or on the ground, rather, alive and standing. Not on the ground, because there's a lot on the ground, so this would signify something else. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon again. Bye. I kind of said zoom with a Z there. Zoom, zombie, zoom. Anyway, ciao.